Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're out for a hike today in the Poconos again. And this time we are going to State Game Lands 221. Parking lot should be right up here.
In 600 feet, you will arrive at your destination.
Little chipmunk going across. Alright, there it is. Come in. Alright, so it's a pretty good sized parking lot. And this is for Devil's Hole. It's been on my list a long time.
You have arrived.
Alright, catch you on the trail.
Those are forget-me-nots.
Forget-me-nots, they're beautiful. Just starting out, I already have some wildflowers. Ooh. Okay. So this hike is on All Trails, and I think it's listed as 3.1 miles. It's an out and back, and it should bring us to the Devil's Hole ruins. Alright, we are coming up to our first creek crossing. There should be 4 creek crossings to get to the ruins. And then of course we'll have to come back the same way, so 8 creek crossings. But I am taking my time today because on our last hike I did fall, and the leg is probably 90% healed, but not looking to get another bruise, so I'm gonna go slow. And I did bring my hiking stick. Oh, it's amazing how much cooler it is by the water. And this is Devil's Hole Creek. Alright. Yeah, much cooler by the creek. So like I said, I'm taking my time on this hike. Really just want to take it all in. And we came to this beautiful set of cascades here. Wow. Stunning. All right, and just after that beautiful little cascade there, we came to our second creek crossing. Wow. All right, I'm gonna roll up the pants legs because it's flowing pretty well and it's a little bit deep because we've had recent rains. I think it's this way. I think we just made it to our third creek crossing. I'll double check my all trails, but I think it's this way. All right, this time I'm going to take you across with me first. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. Number 3, unscathed. Yeah, I'm not sure how people do this trail in the winter. It's supposed to get up to around 80 degrees today. Right now it's in the 70s to lower 70s, but we've had a couple of nice days, so that's why we picked today. That water is icy cold. Lots of limbs down here. And we have wet shoes from crossing the creek, so gotta be careful. Alright, not too bad. So technically we came to 3 creek crossings, but I've crossed it 9 times because I would take the camera across, go walk back across, and then film myself coming over the creek. So we should have 1 more creek crossing before we get to the ruins. All right, it looks like we just came to our 4th creek crossing. Number 4, unscathed. The question is, do I go back and film myself coming over? Oh, you're draining your shoes out?
So is that the last one for this time?
Yes.
That wasn't as bad.
No.
Not that we're bad, but they're a little slick.
Yeah, the rocks are a little slick. You just have to go slow. And I would suggest to have a hiking pole with you, because it does make it easier. Alright, I'm going to take a look at my haul trails here. Oh, there's a fox on the other side of that big
I
tree.
see him. He's cooking. He's running.
Oh, is he running? There he
Yeah,
goes.
he's gone. Oh, there he goes.
He's going up the hill. Alright.
Foxy.
Saw a fox.
Foxy lady.
They're fast. I would have liked to have gotten my camera out, but as soon as it saw it, it saw us. It booked up the hill there. It's the second fox we've seen out on an adventure. We saw one on our way to Bombay Hook. So although the trail in the state game lands aren't marked, it's a well-worn trail. And I have my all trails running too, just to double check it every once in a while. But those ruins should be coming up shortly. From the information that I've found online, folks really aren't 100% sure what the ruins are from. Some say it was a ski lodge, some say it was a speakeasy, and some just say it was a private retreat. My favorite kind of hike along a stream. Already saw a fox. Managed to cross the creek 12 times and didn't fall. So we'll just have to cross that again 4 times on the way back. I'm not gonna double back like I did on the way to the ruins. So it'll just be 4 times on the way back. You can hear my shoes squeaking. I also brought my hiking sandals. I think they're Canes. But I wanted to try out these new muck shoes. But the water's so deep, it just went right over the top. Oh wow, look at all the ferns. If you're new to the channel, welcome. And welcome back to any of my subscribers. I appreciate all of you. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. I go on lots of adventures like this. Hike all over Pennsylvania and all over the country. So if that's what you like to see, you'll see more of it on my channel. And if you subscribe, then you'll see those videos pop up. It is free. And it helps the channel out. I also wanted to get here before it gets too leafed out, overgrown. Today is May 27th. Another little stream crossing. This is a surprised one. I'm sure that's probably just water runoff from the rains that we've had recently. Other times it's probably dry. I think I'm going to have to replace my GoPro batteries soon because they're really not staying charged very long. Battery is getting depleted pretty quickly. Alright, we should be really close to the ruins. So this has been, I mean, yeah, we crossed the creek, but it's been a pretty easy hike. So I can see why it gets a lot of traffic. But I also wanted to get out here to see the ruins because you don't know how long they're going to be standing for. Alright, you can see one of the stacks for the fireplace. So we have arrived. Wow, this is beautiful with all the ferns. Alright, let's go check them out. And I haven't been using my external microphone this time because I just wanted you to be able to hear the water. When I have the microphone in, it just silences anything in the background, like the water. Yep. Well, there's one right there too.
Oh, yeah, look at that. That's cool.
Wow. So I was saying how nice it was at the last preserve because there was no garbage there.
No.
But unfortunately here with the high traffic, we're seeing garbage. And I don't have a bag to pick up all of people's belongings that they left behind. Oh, wow. Must have been pretty impressive in its day. Yeah, broken glass. Oh, wow. Oh wow, you can see the frame of maybe a baby grand piano there. I'm going to walk around the whole thing and then maybe I'll see how far down into it I can get. Right on the creek here. Oh, wow. Yeah. Seeing more and more garbage here. Ooh, what's that? Some sort of a stone wall there, and it looks like there was something over there too. What's that, an old wheelbarrow? Huh. Okay, made it down into whatever this was. Old lodge, speakeasy. I know that the GoPro isn't gonna give you the perspective, but these fireplaces are massive. Huge. Let's see if I can get over here. Yeah. That looks like a water heater and an old boiler. Some pipes. Alright. And there's the creek. I'm going to head back this way because that was pretty easy to get through. Here's that piano frame. M. Scholl's, Chicago, USA. Alright, so we just came to another fireplace here. Now, in a video that I watched, they said when you come to this fireplace, if you go to the left, you should come to some waterfalls. See a little one right here. Oh, that's pretty. Going under the tree roots there. Another beautiful Poconos stream. The water is very clear, and there's all these stunning cascades. Big pipe up there. Alright, so we're trying to find the waterfall that's along Devil's Hole Creek. It's supposed to be a half mile past the ruins, and we have another creek crossing the trail. Looks like it goes up that way. Alright, I'm tapping out on this one. We probably are right around the corner from it, but there's a lot of blowdown in this section, and up ahead there's a bunch of big rocks. So I don't even know how to get around those rocks. So I'm going to turn around here. If you've made it to Devil's Falls, I know Walter Zolna has. Check out his channel. And I just watched another channel. I can't remember the name right now. But if I find that, I'll let you know. Because they found the waterfall. Walter did say, you know, the trail had gotten overgrown. But the other video that I watched never really said anything about the trail getting overgrown. So I don't know if he went a different way, like maybe he went up and around somehow. It's probably right around that corner. But like I said, I don't know how I would make it around that corner with the big trees down and the boulders. And since I just had a fall the last hike, I'm good. There's so many beautiful cascades. You know, I'll always try to get to the waterfall, but this one just seems to be too tough. Alright, so we're heading back. I'm probably not going to film that much on the way back, just to give myself a little bit of a break. But as we get closer to the trailhead and the car, I'll be back. Alright, we just made it back to our very last stream crossing. And then from here, it's just uphill to the trailhead and the car. Take you across with me one more time. Kind of have to make sure your foot is solid before you lift the next one. Make sure that foot is planted and then move the other foot. I try to avoid the really slick rocks. Some of them are really slick. Alright. Here's our uphill to the car. Last shot of the stream. Thanks so much for watching our video today. If you're new, I'm Cindy, and today I'm out hiking with my friend Sue. If you haven't already, please give the video a like. It'll help the channel out. And I will catch you on the next adventure. Bye-bye.